What is up, Con Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Poonstar. Let's get right into the 2D pussy. So this is Louis, and this is going to be a probably inarticulate opinion piece of wanting to talk about the ongoing drama between Harmful Opinions and a host of other YouTubers in relation to the app Candid, or the company Candid, whatever. So this is an issue of YouTubers, transparency, sponsored content, and lying, which is not a good look. It's not a good look for you to talk out of both sides of your mouth, to lie, rather flagrantly as far as I can see. But if what Harmful is reporting is true, which it appears to be, Shuan had lied about her relation with Candid, which as a company is not a good company to be involved with by all appearances. They are a company of dirtbags, run by dirtbags, or a dirtbag, and they are up to something. I don't really know what they're up to, but they seem to be targeting certain communities, and not everyone agrees to we, and one of the questions is a we of who we are as a community. But this company is targeting skeptic channels, and I don't really know if I would fall within the purview of a skeptic channel exactly. But they're going after channels to try to shill their shitty app, which they lie about. They do not represent accurately. They hand out talking points that are not being actually read by the content creators of to which they should to accurately represent the app. And you have different channels that are being completely deceptive and are not being in any way transparent about the fact that they're even being paid by Candid to shill their app. So this issue has many layers. I really fall more on the side of Harmful in this case, where I do not like this company. I don't like Candid as a company. I don't like their app. I don't like the fact that people I like are shilling it and doing so in a shitty way. And their reaction to it is fucking ridiculous. The worst being way back when with the Amazing Atheist, who had a fucking meltdown over it. He came away from that event with egg on his face. He looked like a fucking asshole. And that's an issue. You shouldn't walk away from a situation looking like a fucking asshole. I've seen many YouTubers with sponsored content that have not walked away with egg on their face, who have not looked like fucking defensive assholes who are shilling something that they don't believe in any way. A good example of people that I know for a fact have taken sponsored content are Jontron and H3H3 Productions. In both of those cases, of which I think it was Audible and Crunchyroll, I believe both of those companies reached out to them. It wasn't just an affiliate link, which is different, okay? Affiliation is not the same as sponsored content. I believe in those cases it was sponsored content. And all they did was rattle off a few comments about the service, and the video ended, and that was it. And that wasn't the explicit purpose of that video. They did other things other than shill. The issue in this case, unfortunately, is just straight sponsorship, not affiliation, and being deceptive in what they're doing and how they're shilling this app. They're being deceptive. They're not being transparent. I believe Harmful pointed to a few people, but one of the people he mentioned was David Pakman, who was in no way transparent until Harmful pointed it out, and then he updated all of those videos. He's not the only one, to my knowledge, that was deceptive and not being transparent. But at the same time, you have a misrepresentation of this app, of being some kind of free speech app where they're not going to censor you in any way, where they do actually filter their messages or whatever. It is something that is restrictive, and they don't seem to be very forthcoming with how it actually occurs and what it, how it exactly works. It required Harmful to test it in, a whole assortment of different ways to see how it actually worked, and actually to debunk many of the positions that they stated, this wouldn't be a problem with the app. Harmful proved it would be a problem. That calls into question the legitimacy of the company, not just the YouTuber shilling it, but the company itself. It's a company that does not have a good reputation, from what I can see of it. I've never seen one thing about Candid or it's been, you know, oh, this person being fully transparent about their product. No, it's them hiding from what's in their contract, hiding the fact that they have contracts, hiding what's in their app, hiding what their app does, hiding how the filter works. Oh, but there's not a filter, then there is a filter, then, well, how does it work? Well, it doesn't do anything. Well, then it does. And it's this constant progression of a lie, just a general lie of this product being in any way decent and this company being in any way genuine. It is constantly people shuffling, trying to get away from the fact of this being a bad service and the company being run by fucking dirtbags that are liars. And the fact is, man, anyone at this point that is going to shill for that company is shilling for a company that is run by dirtbags, by liars, people that are not transparent, people that, if the allegations are true, are trying to contract YouTubers to do hit pieces on other YouTubers that are critical of their app. I mean, are we just going to dispose of ethics entirely for the sake of having, you know, however much money these people are shelling out? You know, it's not good enough to have a Patreon. It's not good enough to have fucking affiliate links. It's not good enough to have AdSense and all the rest. You know, you gotta shill for Candid. You gotta shill for this one company that's the only company on YouTube that's doing sponsorships. In my opinion, at this point, Candid should be persona non grata. They should be gone. We should not be talking about them anymore. And the reason why we continue to talk about them, and the reason, and I don't do videos like this, it's Harmful and Bearing and others that have done videos on this, where, you know, the reason why it's an ongoing issue is because the people shilling it are making an ongoing issue. Okay? So long as people continue to advertise for this fucking shit company, then it's going to continue being a problem. Because they're never honest. They're never fucking transparent. No one in this regard. The company or the YouTubers. No one's accurate. No one's honest. No one can just state what the fucking issue is with this fucking app. Because they can't. They signed a contract, of which it has a non-disparagement clause, where you can't even criticize the fucking thing. Even if there are problems. You know, like I said, there are fucking affiliate links that you can have, okay? You can have some kind of affiliate link with fucking, you know, Crunchyroll, with PlayAsia, with JList, with 1,000 other services that are out there that I don't fucking in any way, you know, affiliate with. Even with Crunchyroll. I have an account with Crunchyroll. I don't affiliate with Crunchyroll yet because I don't use Crunchyroll. In my opinion, I don't need to do that because I already have 3 affiliate links at this point. I think that's enough. You know, and I could make some decent money if I had a bigger channel, especially with PlayAsia and JList. I could be making some big fucking money if I had a big channel. So when you have 500,000 subscribers and you're going to sit there like you're in the fucking poorhouse when you can have one of these different affiliate links and be making probably at least a couple grand a month if you get some fucking consistent orders, you know, I don't believe you that this is something that is not optional on your part. And so, in my opinion, it's just a lack of ethics. It's, well, fuck it. You know, I don't really care what my credibility is. I don't care about my reputation. I'm just looking to make some fucking money. And I think at this point, it's right to call out people like Shoe on Head and Armored Skeptic and say, like, listen, okay, can you just stop affiliating with this fucking app? Can you stop shilling it? Can you just let this die? Just leave it alone? Go to another service? Like, how much are they fucking paying you when it's worth this? When you have to consistently fucking address the fact that this is a dirtbag fucking company and that you're not being transparent about the product. You aren't. You know, you shouldn't be taking down videos and uploading new ones. You shouldn't be having to hide content if you don't have anything to fucking hide in the matter. It's why every one of these people that have been involved in this, that haven't just come clean, of which there's been a few. I think Bearing was one of the people that just came clean. Because look at me. I use JList. I use JS USA. I use PlayAsia. I've purchased products from that, and I can prove that. I can show you the receipt of me buying something through that service. It's so easy for me to endorse something that I personally use and that has efficacy. There's no reason for me to lie to you about it. If it works, I don't have to lie. I don't have to be deceptive. I don't have to talk out of both sides of my mouth. And I can retain my ethics. I can retain my principles and still make money. So I really think that people need to, including Sargon, I think he's completely wrong in this. And what I articulated in that video, I don't disagree that people can't make money. You know, I think you can have affiliate, accounts. You can have sponsored content, and that's fine. But you got to be fucking honest. You got to be transparent in what you're trying to fucking advertise. And the fact that it is an advertisement. One of the issues that's been ongoing with this whole fucking ordeal has been the fact that no one's being transparent. Okay? You know, that's a problem. And it's always with this app. It's always with Candid. It's nothing else. It's always with the app. So if we want this to go away, which I want this to go away, I want this to be over and done with. I want Harmful to be making other content. He's got his channel back, it seems, but he needs to get his content back up and continue on. I like his channel. I want Harmful to move on to other content. I want Armored Skeptic and all the other fucking people, Shoeonhead, everyone else that's been affiliated with Candid, to move the fuck on. Move to something else. Find another product to shill. You know, maybe you shill your fucking Patreon a little bit more to make up for it. Or maybe you get a fucking account with Play Asia or somewhere else. Find something else to shill. Because I'm so sick of hearing about Candid. I'm so sick of hearing about them. They are a shit service run by fucking dirtbags. Let it go. Fuck them. Get rid of them. They're only fucking... They're the ones that are being divisive. They're responsible for the division, if there is any. They are. Not Harmful. Not the people calling out what they're doing. It's them. It's Candid. They should be dumped. They should be persona non grata. They should be gotten rid of. Period. Because all this does is draw fucking criticism to those different channels. And they deserve it. They fucking deserve it. If you want to fucking shill shit that's fucking run by dirtbags and you're not being transparent about it, you deserve the criticism. And I don't give a fuck how long it lasts. I don't give a shit if it's now until the end of fucking time. If you continue to shill a shit service and you're not transparent about it, you deserve all the criticism you're getting. And I fully understand that with Sargon, he has some other fucking YouTuber, some small YouTuber, that's giving him shit over nothing. I know that Sargon uploaded a video basically criticizing the guy and showing him, like, hey, I don't have any affiliation with Candid, and I never have because I don't do sponsored content on my channel. And now that guy has egg on his face, not Sargon. But the issue is, Sargon, that the reason why no one can criticize you is because you're not shilling for that fucking app. Whereas you have all these other fucking YouTubers that are standing on their fucking high horse while also doing something that's clearly unethical. Not by just having sponsored content, but by not being transparent about their sponsored content. I mean, is it bad enough that this fucking cunt from Candid, Bindu Reddy, doxed fucking Bearing on a live stream? And that was responsible for him getting fucking completely doxed and people going after him because of her. You know, it's one of many, many, many fucking things that have gone on since this started to be an issue. I don't understand why we're still talking about it. And so, yeah, I'm fine with people coming down like a ton of bricks on YouTubers that are, you know, being sponsored by these people. Because they deserve the criticism. They should just not shill this garbage fucking application. The people signing their checks are not legitimate. Alright? They are fucking liars. I don't mean this video to just come across as completely one-sided. But, I mean, I have to call it the way that I see it. And as I did before when it came to Naked Ape and The Amazing Atheist, Naked Ape was completely on the right. And The Amazing Atheist was wrong. And in this case, I'm just putting my opinion out there that I think Harmful is completely in the right. And it's sad to say, but Sargon, you're completely in the wrong. You're completely wrong here. This isn't a purity test. This has nothing to do with how pure I am or how pure you are. Because pure to what? You know, this is just the basics of being on YouTube and holding to some bare minimum ethical standard and how you're going to shill a product. Okay? This isn't about you shilling the product. It's about how you're shilling the product and what companies you're choosing to shill for and how legitimate or illegitimate they are. I mean, for fuck's sake, you know, if a company that I was affiliated with ever paid another YouTuber to attack another YouTuber, that would be the last time I'd ever have any affiliation with that company. The allegations against Candid are very serious, and the allegations against certain YouTubers are also very serious, and it's not just conjecture. This isn't just based on nonsense online that's been dug up from fucking subreddits or whatever, okay? This has been people looking at the contract, the fact that you have this list of talking points that YouTubers are supposed to read, and how coincidental it is that people that are part of quote-unquote our community are not naming the things that if anyone such as myself saw, I would never in any way, I would never use that app. But they, for whatever reason, very coincidentally, never named those details. They never talk about the fact that this app is filtering. I'll just leave it there because I know I've been talking for a while. But yeah, I really don't see this as a tenable and defensible position on the other side of this. I really think that our best bet, if we are to be a quote-unquote community, or even not, okay, even if it's just a community of YouTubers, you gotta hold to some bare minimum of ethics on your fucking channel. You can't just fucking lie and expect no criticism. I mean, the whole purpose of takedown videos and stuff like, iDubbbz and Content Cop, the whole reason why you have people being taken down, you have Content Cop with iDubbbz, is because you have people acting unethically and just being absurd on YouTube. And so long as you act absurd and you do stupid shit, you're going to get called out for it. And I think you deserve it. It doesn't mean that you send death threats or whatever to people or you dox them. But, I think it's very clear what's happening here. If this was anybody else, if you had some fucking guy from the opposite side doing something like this, you'd see 100 fucking videos calling that guy out. But all of a sudden it's like, oh, because it's shoe on head, let's not say anything about it. Fuck that. Get rid of fucking Candid. If you have a contract with them, be done with it. Don't renew it, or just, do what you have to and get out of it. Because they are a cancer. And so long as they exist and they continue to fucking spread their garbage among us, then it's going to continue to be an issue. So that's my opinion on the matter. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this. But I'd rather, this just go away and not be an issue anymore. Otherwise, thanks for listening.
I only do this show for money. That's it, alright? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the fans.